So thank you again for having me. My name is Katie Kabili. I am head of our international department here at Hagag Group. I recently moved back from Tel Aviv from New York, where I was working in commercial real estate. I was a broker there in Manhattan. I worked in the mid-market between $5 to $25 million range. I also made Aliyah in 2015 from Boulder, Colorado. So I am an Ole Chadash, like maybe some of you are or are thinking about doing, which is really, really close to my heart. And I'm really lucky to be working with Hajjaj in real estate here as well. I made a home purchase myself, where I wish I knew more information and had better tools that you're going to learn here today in the webinar, and that you've already heard from Daniela and from Julian. It would have made the process so much more smooth, and that makes me really glad that you're here joining us today. So I'm going to be walking through a couple of our exciting developments here in Tel Aviv. So before I do that, I would like to say a few words about Hagag Group. So we are a leading developer here in Israel. We were founded in 2003 by the Hagag brothers, Zahi and Ido, who have a very inspiring story. They came from nothing, built this company to what it is today, and it's really, really inspiring. As of 2010, we went public on the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, so that we hit a really big milestone there. Our company has really been on the forefront of the Israeli real estate market in property development, from building ground up, so from nothing, to also doing TAMA projects, which is the rehabilitation of buildings that are already existing. We build residential, office, retail, hotel, and all in prime locations across Israel. So over the last 20 years or so, we've really had a lot of success. We've successfully developed over 120 projects, and we mainly focus in the Tel Aviv area. We also focus in up-and-coming areas to provide strong investment opportunities for our buyers. So we know that prime location is one of the most important factors when you're purchasing a new home. And we put a lot of emphasis on quality and lifestyle when we're building our projects. So now we are currently marketing and occupying over 42 projects. And each of these projects really exemplify the commitment that we as Hagag have to high quality, high standards, luxury, innovation, really making each one of our projects super special. And it's because we only work with the best. We work with the best architects, the best designers, the best contractors, the best banks, really everything. And that speaks to the standard that we hold ourselves to as a company, and to the product that we produce for our buyers. So again, as a new homeowner myself, I really understand that buying a new home is a significant purchase. It's a big life event. So it's really important to me that you feel comfortable and confident throughout the entire process. So that begins with making sure that you love the apartment that you choose, the process of the contracts, during the construction phase, and even after you get your keys to the apartment. So we'll be with you the whole way. Hold will be with you the whole way, so you're really in good hands. Now, normally, when you work with a leading developer like us, Hagag Group, compared to a smaller developer or a private seller, when you're buying secondhand, which is an apartment that already exists, it's two different experiences. So when I bought my apartment, I bought secondhand. I didn't really know about the process of buying from a developer, or that it wasn't even an option. I was new. It was my first purchase. I didn't have guidance. I overpaid for purchasing tax. Just looking back, I wish I had a holding hand, and that's exactly what Hold is here for. So they'll provide the guidance throughout the entire process when you're working like a developer like us who you can trust. So that being said, it's super important to know the advantages of buying from, like I said, again, it's really important to know about the advantages of buying from Hagag Group. So we offer flexible payment schedules, like Julian said. Put small down payment now, gain the appreciation on your apartment until the project is completed, and then you pay the remainder upon the completion. Or what we offer as well is, if you prefer to pay throughout the construction process, that's totally up to you. Whatever works for you, we're super flexible. Second, your money is bank guaranteed, as Julian mentioned. It's super important to feel safe, especially right now with the macro environment. In that sense, it's key to feel that safety with the money that you're spending on a new apartment. And lastly is our pricing. So it's not just it's about you're not connected to the construction index. So what we call the Madad here is the construction index. So meaning we take on any additional increases in construction costs throughout the entire construction phase. So we don't pass that cost along to you as the buyer like some other developers do. The price you sign is the price you pay. There's actually some developers now who have recently started bringing back connection to the construction index. So it's really important to ask these types of questions when you're buying a new home for yourself. So we do provide a lot of advantages for our buyers. Now, I want to take a closer look at the two of our projects that we're currently building and marketing in Tel Aviv. The first is the Infinity Tower, which will be completed in 2028, which is approximately 4 years. And the second is the Masterpiece Bavli, which will be completed in 2030 in approximately 6 years.
Wow, I mean, to me, this really does look like the future of Israel, Kate. Looking at this building, it's just incredible. We just in terms of the two buildings, before you go ahead, can you tell us a little bit about the demographics and what, as you speak about the areas, just, who lives there, how many apartments have been sold, and tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, definitely. So in terms of the Infinity Tower, as I'll do a deep dive into each project after, but this one is prime location. So you have more couples, empty nesters, retirees. You definitely have a handful of families in there as well. Israelis, foreigners. This area is more energetic. It's in the city, prime location. Whereas Masterpiece Bavli, this is more of a neighborhood feel. So the project is located within the Bavli Park itself. So you'll have the feeling of being in the city without the hustle and bustle of the city because you're still very close by to the center. But that being said, it definitely attracts more families, high net worth individuals, empty nesters again, younger couples, also Israelis and foreigners. But it's also important to point out that both are really great investment opportunities. So we do have some investors who are buying in the projects as well. There's a strong appreciation opportunities in both projects. So they're both really, really great. It just depends on what you're looking for.
Amazing.
Great. So let's jump into the Infinity Tower. So this is one of our most exciting developments that we're working on now. This is prime location. You're located on the intersection of Evan Gibrol and Jabotinsky, heart of Tel Aviv. The Evan Gibrol is actually one of the main streets in Tel Aviv. You can see it's that green line there, which is, we'll talk about as well. It's the train that Daniela was speaking about. So everything really, it's at your doorstep. You have cafes, restaurants, bars, galleries, one of the best places to live in the city. Really, really great. Again, estimated completion 2028 in about 4 years. You're surrounded by excellent schools and hospitals nearby. You have Ichilov Hospital, which is 1 block away. That's one of our main hospitals here in Tel Aviv. You also have many synagogues in the area. We have one synagogue, which is one right behind the project. And then you also are surrounded by city centers. So you have Kikar HaMedina to the east, which is high-end shopping, restaurants, great energy. And you have Kikar Rabin and Dizengoff Center to the south, which are really popular gathering places. You have Yarkon Park to the north. It's a 15-minute walk. This is what we kind of call our central park of Tel Aviv. So it's really great for families and activities. You're 15, 20-minute walk straight to the beach. You have the Hilton Beach there, which is super iconic, which some of you might know if you've been to Tel Aviv before. And then easy and convenient transportation. Like Daniela said, you have that purple line and you have that green line. The green line, as she mentioned, it's on Evan Gibrol there, and it'll be finished within the next 3 years. It's going to be underground and it's going to be electric. So there won't be any disturbance in terms of noise. And because of the close proximity to the major transportation, it can be assumed that the value of the apartment will increase. Of course, I can't guarantee anything, but as she mentioned, as the real estate market works, if you're close to transportation, the opportunity for increase in value is, I would say guaranteed, but I can't guarantee. Um, and again, speaking of investment, this is not only a great place to live, it's an amazing investment opportunity. And why? It's because as Tel Aviv expands, it expands north and it expands south. And why is because most people want to be by the shore. So this area used to be called the Old North, and now it's what we call the New North. And in a few years, as Tel Aviv expands, it's going to become the center of Tel Aviv. So the investment opportunity here is insane. It's huge. There's also a really good amount of opportunity in terms of development. You have a lot of development happening here in the area, which is a testament to the area itself being a good investment because it's not fully developed. Personal example, the apartment that I bought, it's in a fully developed area, and I still gained 40% appreciation in 4 years. So you can just
Wow.
imagine that, yeah, it's insane. You can imagine the appreciation opportunity in this area. It's not even fully developed yet. So just throwing that little nugget out there. So the Infinity Tower, it spans 51 stories with amazing, insane, breathtaking views of all of Tel Aviv. We will be the tallest tower in the area. At this point, we are built up to the 44th floor out of the 51. The tower is also complemented by a 7-story boutique building. So we understand that not everyone wants to live in a tower, but wants the standard of living in a tower, which is why we built the boutique building. The project itself is designed by the world-renowned architect Moshe Tzur. He's actually designed one of the tallest hotels in New York as well, so he works worldwide. He's designed the iconic Midtown Tower in Tel Aviv. So he has this signature building block design, super New York, super unique, super eye-catching. And you can see he did that for this tower as well. So again, we only work with the best for the best. You have commercial on the ground floor of the boutique building. So you really will have everything at your doorstep, really easy. The project features 273 luxury units, each with a private balcony, floor-to-ceiling windows, stunning interiors, ample light, spacious design, really top of the top of the top. Insane views because we are one of the tallest towers in the area. Here, this is an actual view from the 45th floor. You can't match something like this. It's amazing. So all of our
Even at night, it must be beautiful. Day and
it's
night.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly. So all of our apartments have beautiful views. In terms of our amenities, so in this tower, we have outdoor half-size Olympic pool, which is 25 meters or 82 feet long. It's located on the rooftop of the boutique building. For some reason, I don't know why, but developers in Tel Aviv like to build their pools indoor. So it was important for us to provide an outdoor pool for our residents to really actually enjoy the beautiful weather that Tel Aviv gives us. So this is a benefit for you as well. You have a state-of-the-art 1,500 square foot or 120 square meter fitness gym. Of course, 24/7 security and private underground parking with electrical charging stations. And there will also be a safety room or a mamad in every apartment, really ensuring that you feel like you have security in your own home. So that is our Infinity Tower. Our next highlight is our masterpiece Bavli project. This is one of my favorite projects. It's really the cream of the crop. There's nothing like it in the city, and we're still in pre-sale. So there's a good opportunity here. So estimated completion is in 2030, so in about 6 years. You're located in the Bavli neighborhood, which is one of the most sought after neighborhoods in Israel. It's known for its high socioeconomic status and educational institutions. You're right nearby Kikar HaMedina, which has, again, high-end shopping, vibrant cafes. You're a 10-minute walk to Yarkon Park, so it's really, really great for families. There's a sport tech there that provides additional activities for families. You're next to a commercial hub which has the U buildings and it has an amazing indoor mall. So again, everything that you need is right nearby. Transportation, super easy and accessible. You have the Ayalon Highway, which gives you quick access in and out of Tel Aviv, right next door to the Bavli Park. You have new light rails and trams in the area that gives you really easy access within Tel Aviv. So even if you don't have a car, it's really easy to get around the city. Many synagogues in the area. The project itself is located in the Park Bavli. So you're really getting best of both worlds. You get that peaceful neighborhood feel, great family vibe with easy access to the city and in and out of the city as well. So this is the project. Beautiful, amazing. It's 49-story luxury residential tower with 247 units. It's designed by Yaski Morsivan, who's one of the top architects in Israel. He also worked on the Azrieli Towers, which I'm sure most of you know. It was a $420 million project. So he only works on the top projects, and he's working on our project. He really brings a high standard and a unique character to his work. He makes it a piece of art, which is why we called it the masterpiece Bavli. All aluminum, all white facade, floor to ceiling windows, just a piece of art. So he made sure we designed the tower to ensure that each one of the apartments have unobstructed views of either the sea or the city. So you're gonna have an amazing view, whatever apartment you decide to work with. We also brought in Irma Ornstein. She is a world-renowned interior designer. She's known for her work in the Four Seasons Hotel. So you can really see, these are examples of the apartments. You can really see the luxury and the elegance that she brought into the interior of our apartments. So again, we only work with the best in order to bring you guys the best.
Looks magnificent. Wow.
Yeah. So here, we put a lot of time and a lot of investment into building the amenities of this project. The goal here was to have our residents feel like they're on an endless vacation, day in, day out on vacation. And I want you to watch this for it.
Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek.
We are currently reserving prime spots for our new residence, Masterpiece Bavli Hotel Living Experience. Live in a luxury tower, feel like you're in a hotel. Shall we reserve you a prime spot as well? Hagag Group.
I want to live here.
Wow.
So yeah, it's insane. So you have an outdoor half-size Olympic pool, again, 25 meters or 82 feet long, state-of-the-art fitness center, spa and wellness center, complete with a wet and dry sauna, really great for relaxation, private cocktail bar and lounge, a private event space, perfect for entertaining guests. And for families, we built dedicated spaces for children. So you have a gymboree within the complex, and you'll also have outdoor playgrounds in the park itself, right outside the tower. And then Tel Aviv municipality is building a public kindergarten right next to our project. So it's super easy for families. And of course, you're going to have a 24/7 concierge and security and a mamad or safety room in each apartment. So we designed this project for those who wanted something different, something special in Tel Aviv. Now, there are two things that set this project apart. We brought a concept from major cities around the world for the first time in Israel. This is what we call hotel-style living. So that means that every one of our amenities is serviced like a five-star hotel. So you have waiters at the pool, faculty at the spa, bartenders in the cocktail bar. Really just makes you feel like you're on vacation every single day. Now, the next question that I usually get is something about the maintenance fees. So this is usually one of the biggest concerns when living in a tower when you have this many amenities and a handful of amenities. So normally you need to pay the maintenance fees even if you use the amenities or not. So we came up with a concept to solve this problem. So for the first time in Israel, we created something called the payback system. So that means every penny or shekel above the cost of the service will be aggregated into a residential account and distributed monthly to reduce your monthly maintenance fees. So for example, if you take a massage for 400 shekels and it costs us 200 shekels, the surplus will go into the account and distribute it on a monthly basis to reduce those maintenance fees every month. So it's really a win-win situation. You don't have to use the amenities, and if you don't use them, you still get the discount, so you're in good hands in that sense. So we really wanted to create this hotel-like experience without breaking the bank at the end of the day. Now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, let's go over the unit details and the pricing for the project. So again, we are in pre-sale here. We only started marketing this project a few months ago, so we have a good amount of availability in this project. We offer a 15% down payment during our pre-sale period with a remaining 85% due upon completion in about 6 years. And again, not connected to the construction index. And we have a variety of options ranging from 2-bedroom units starting at around $1.5 million to luxurious 6 to 8 bedroom penthouses starting at $9.1 million. So we really have something for everybody here. And just to give you an example of a down payment, you have 15% on a 2-bedroom, only about $225,000. So just to give you a sense of, it might feel expensive, the price, but you have 6 years to get to that point, and you only have this small down payment now. And again, this one, we haven't started building the actual tower yet. So it's important for me to point out that you can focus on the square meters that you want and not necessarily the number of bedrooms that are existing, because you can still design the apartment as you'd like. So I would focus on the number of square meters. So again, this is one of my favorite projects. It's really just not just a place to live. It's a place
It's a dream,
to be
Daniela. Kate,
yeah.
it's a dream. It's like I think we're
Right.
all looking at this thinking this would be the ideal place to live for sure.
Yeah, totally.
Amazing.
Okay, let's jump into infinity pricing. So you have a range of options from 1 to 2 bedroom units on lower floors starting at around 1.3 million to 5 bedroom units on higher floors starting around 4.3 million. So again, a lot of range here, something for everyone. And some of the interiors on the higher floors, they haven't been built yet. So again, if you're looking at higher floors, I would focus on the square meter because you can make it your own still. And the prices that you see here are definitely in line with the area. It really reflects the quality and the prime location of the development. So here we offer that 20% down payment with a remainder of 80% due on completion in about 4 years, not connected to the Madad or the construction index. So again, small down payment, no additional payments for 4 years. You gain the appreciation on the apartment, and then the rest is due at completion. So thank you so much for taking the time to be here today and learning more about our projects at Hagag Group. At this point, I believe you should have an email in your inbox from Nikki. So if you are interested in any of our apartments, or if you have any questions, like to schedule a private consultation, you can do so through the link in the email. And I look forward to helping you find your perfect home in Israel.